Hey YouTube, it's me again, and I promise this is gonna be my last video for the night, or at the very least, I hope that it will, because if not, then that means I'm gonna be up for a while, and I'm gonna be regretting it when I finally get up. Anyway, I actually I blatantly stole this idea from a friend of mine, Mitzi, Chibi Mitzi, here on YouTube. She's somewhere on my friends, no, one of the two. Friends or subscriptions, I think it's friends. Anyway, so I am just going to show you 10 kind of random things that were in my room. I tried to pick interesting things. There's a lot of junk and just mess in my bedroom. But, these are like my 10 pretty much most prized possessions ever, and that's why they're not thrown away yet. Going to start out with the smallest, which is probably my most prized possession ever, if I can get it out of the bag. I went to the Dir en Grey concert back when they came to my state, and yeah, it's backwards because I finally changed my screen back again, but I was in the front. I was right. No, I went 2 days, and I wasn't at the bar the second day when I got this. I was right behind the people who were at the bar, and Kaoru threw this out. It hit someone next to me on top of on my arm, and then on top of their head, and fell to the ground, and then both me and that girl collapsed to the ground and attacked it, and I totally got it. So this is one of Kaoru's guitar picks, and I love it very, very much. I really doubt that you can see that, but do you see that little blob right there? It looks like just a square on the camera, but that is actually the kanji of Kaoru's name. I looked it up. So I think that's really, really cool because Kaoru is my favorite member of the band Dir en Grey. I also love Kyo and Dai to death. I love them so much. Oh, seeing them pretty much completed my life. That was number one. Number two is a little more personal. This is a pillbox that pillbox, go figure, that my father bought me when he was in Vegas. I know it's kind of silly, but I've had this for like 6 years, 7 years. It's just a hummingbird. And I don't know why, but I really, really like this. Probably mostly because it was from my father and because my dad was the key parental figure in my life. Even though my mother thinks that she raised me, she really didn't, because raising a child does not include sleeping on the couch all day, working 4 jobs, and ignoring their existence. Sorry, it doesn't know. My third possession is a cowbell. Well, sort of cowbell. It's a miniature cowbell. It's kind of loud, and it's very old, and it's very rusty. I found this while me and my family, so including my 2 older sisters, were camping. And we were hiking a trail, and I almost fell on this, and I picked it up, and my sister kept trying to steal it away from me. I still have it. I got this I found it when I was like 6, 7, somewhere around there, before everything got really ugly in my life, so I kind of really like that. 2, 3, 4. The next items are actually considerably newer than that last one. I am currently going to my local community college, and last semester I took a math class and a figure drawing class. In this class, I met someone named Debbie. She is my buddy. We actually don't talk much anymore, but she went to... Where'd she go? She went to the Cayman Islands, and she brought me some stuff back. So she got me a shot glass, which I think is fun because I actually don't drink. And yeah, all the words are backwards on the screen, but it says name your poison, and this is Cayman Islands down here. It's just a skull flaggy thingy. And the 5th item is actually from Debbie and from the time she went to the Cayman Islands. And this is a shell she found, and I think it's really cool. So that's just kind of super fun there. and it's all sedimenty inside. You can't like see all the tiny little nooks and crannies that are in there, but it's really neat, trust me. I like my little shell and my shot glass, though I haven't gotten to use the shot glass yet because I'm too poor to afford booze. My sixth item is the Heartbreaker CD from G-Dragon. I love G-Dragon so very much. He is pretty much one of my biggest idols, and I love this CD and I love this case because I just think that is a CD case. How cool is that? It's all totally plastic, and this is actually a imprint of his face, obviously not to size, because he is so much more glorious and amazing in real life. But so I totally love this CD and this case. And I like the little booklet that comes with it. Again, totally backwards. And he totally looks like a girl. But I figure that's totally why I would bang him if I got the chance. Because I could pretend he was a girl until we got below the belt. Then I don't know what I would do. But I love G-Dragon. He's pretty much a Korean Lady Gaga. I guess people have compared him to her. I think he's so much more amazing than Lady Gaga. I'm really sorry, but he's crazy and I love him, and yeah, I'm totally showing you every page. Apple in a blender. Either he really likes apples or he really hates apples. I'm not sure which one. But I love that CD, and the case is part of why I love it. I think I'm on 7. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Whatever item number this is. I bought this from my work. And I bought this because my friend Lulabelle pointed this out to me. And she told me it was amazing because he looks pretty damned evil. This eye is way lower than this eye. And no, it's not 5 days till Christmas, actually. That was set for 5 days before my birthday, but my birthday was in January, so now it doesn't count. So ignore that. But she kept putting this on my register where I worked, and I told her I wasn't going to buy it, I wasn't going to buy it, I wasn't going to buy it, and it was like 80% off, and I wasn't going to buy it, I wasn't going to buy it. And he went home with me that night. He does not have a name yet. And if you guys follow my videos, you know that I love to name everything I have. So if you have a suggestion for a name for this precious little, scary, demented bundle of joy, let me know in the comments under, and maybe I'll use your name and I'll let you know. Oh no, the box fell out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna go over on my items, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking. Next item. I love these. These are from my cosplaying days. If you don't know what cosplaying is, it's dressing up like characters, usually from Japanese things, video games, manga, anime, blah 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 blah. And if you think that it's pronounced manga, please go hit yourself with a shoe. It is manga. The Japanese don't say A. It's ah. Anyway, so I first cosplayed Light Yagami from Death Note for my very, very, very first cosplay. And these are my handcuffs. The chain is 4 feet long, and I really love these. They used to be like chained all around inside of my car for a while, which was really fun because then people would pass by my car and stare at it funny because they're like, oh god, that's one kinky bastard in there. And you know what? Those rumors are completely and totally right, and I cherish them. Even though I complained that I wasn't into fetish culture, that doesn't mean I'm not a kink. Very different. My next item is actually kind of 4 items. They are my Criminal Minds CDs. I really love this show so very much with my whole heart, even though my heart is really tiny. But still, all of my love goes to this show and these amazing characters, especially Spencer Reid, played by Matthew Gray Gubler, and Derek Morgan, played by Shamar Moore. I also really loved Jason Gideon, as played by Mandy Patinkin, but he left the show after season 2. He was not in season 3, I believe. But I really love this show, and it makes me so happy, and it's just one of those shows that I watch all the time. It's pretty much a continuous marathon of this show in my room, all day, every day. Except for tonight, because X-Men is currently in my DVD player. Because I had to refresh myself. And yes, I have more items, and I'm pretty sure I'm over 10 now, but you know what, I don't care. My next item, I got for Christmas, because I was living with my sister, and she bought one of these for herself and her husband, and I told her that all I wanted for Christmas was one of these. So she bought it for me, down at the local tobacco store. This is a cigarette case. It is completely, totally metal, and there's little springs in these thingies. And this up here is a lighter, but I ran out of butane, so I really need to buy some more because it doesn't work anymore. But, so lighter, cigarette case with lighter attached. So very cool. For like years, I used this as my wallet, but unfortunately, you really can't fit very much in it because these, the springs aren't sturdy enough to hold things in there very well. And also, you can only fit 3 like, debit cards or something in here because they're too tall. So that kind of sucks, but I still love this thing, and it's one of my most precious presents ever, and my CD is really dying right now. There we go, maybe that'll work. So that's that, and my very final item is my favoriteest book in the whole world, and it is... Wait, wrong book, actually. But I really like this one, too. I was actually going to grab my Battle Royale book, but I didn't. I don't know why I grabbed this one instead. I feel really dumb. But my actual favorite book is Battle Royale by Koushun Takami, and I love him to death because the book is not only amazing and gory, which I love, but there's actually a purpose behind the gore. Since I held that book up, I'll also mention that I am reading that one, and I do love that one as well, because I like true crime novels. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. I'm pretty sure that was more than 10 items. I think that was 11 or maybe 12. I think my original intention was to count the shell and the shockless as one item, but I didn't. So I am officially done, and I'm gonna go put all of this stuff back before my grandma wakes up and sees my great big mess down here, because she is liable to kick me in the... Well, yeah. You get the idea. Anyway, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I am hoping to have wonderful, fantastic dreams of obligatory fandom advertisement here. Cherik, ha ha ha, Charles/Eric, also known as Fassavoy, ha, if you combine Fassbender and McAvoy together. Fassavoy, I love it. Anyway, seriously, biggest OTP right now. But I'm gonna go, so good night, YouTube.